Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, October 15th, 2023. It's 3 p.m. Central Time in the afternoon, and it's Diego here in the beautiful panhandle of Florida near Pensacola, north of Navarre Beach. And Karina's working in her tienda, in her ice cream store, north of Bogota. I think it's not, I can't remember the name of the city, but it's a town north of Bogota. And it's a surprise live stream, guys. I just want to check in with you, let you know what's going on. With our case, there's not, I mean, your case is important, but I just want to give you an update on our case so you can kind of compare. And Fresh Skater 24 is checking right in, right off the bat, the first person on board. Hey, Diego, what's going on, Fresh Skater 24? Now, and Fresh Skater 24, he says, I hope your case is going well. Well, I went to work and I got some Mountain Dew, thanks to you guys. And Angel Tate, hi, Diego. I hope all is well. Everything's good. I got my Colombian hat on. I got my Bogota hat on. My Let Chaco, hey Diego and Kamani Young, Diego, that is your good news hat. You Kamani, you pay attention to this channel. You really pay attention to this channel. You are highly intelligent and you are 100% correct. This is my good news hat. And guess what the good news is? Well, I went online yesterday and I went ahead and got I was with Karina. I was working with Karina through our cell phones, and we got the DS-160 done. And today, early, when everybody was asleep, I went ahead and got the visa interview scheduled for Karina at the U.S. Embassy in Bogota, Colombia. Okay. Now it wasn't too hard once I figured out that I had to get the right email address. Okay. I had to get the right email address. So our K1 visa, and there was only two slots left. There was only two slots. So I took the one that's furthest away so that we got time to do the medical exam. We got time, so to do the biometrics. So November 16th, okay, November 16th, I scheduled the visa interview for Karina at the US Embassy in Bogota, Colombia. So Kamani, this is my good news hat. You got it. Milet Chaka, can you please explain how to book an interview in Ethiopia? Well, it's the same way as in Bogota. It's the same process. You got to wait for that welcome letter from the embassy, the packet 3 and the packet 4. That is the secret. When you get the packet 3 and the packet 4, read the instructions very carefully. And they're going to ask you to create an account with the State Department with the embassy. So I created an account and I used Karina's email address. And then that was a mistake because then all this stuff was going to her and she's trying to work. I'm like, oh, so I had to go back in and create a brand new email account so I could get the information so I could process it. So the first thing I did was I went and told Karina email. I said, don't respond to those emails from the State Department. Don't accept, don't touch, don't delete the email. So I created a new email account, and then all the information then came to me. And it took me an hour to figure that out. Now, I'm not stupid. Well, I am in some things, but in this, I'm not. I know how to do this. I'm like, man, I made such a dumb mistake putting her email address in there. So I put a new email address where I could get all the info, not her. She needs to be relaxed. She's doing her thing, working. So anyway, once I figured out the little problem I created for myself, I fixed it. I paid the visa fee. It was easy to do. I put it on my credit card. You have a choice. You can either pay in cash in the bank in Colombia or stick it on my credit card and I get hit with a 3% surcharge. But what to do? Who cares about the surcharge at this point? At this point, I don't care about a surcharge on my credit card. So I paid the visa fee, and then it said, where do you want to pick up the passport? So it gave me an address. I clicked on the address and said, okay, this is where we pick up the passport. And then it said, now you got to schedule the the biometrics. So I scheduled the biometrics like a week before the visa interview. So then I called Karina and I said, okay, Karina, I know you're at work and I know this is not a good time to talk, but listen up. I need for you to schedule the medical exam. And then tomorrow I'm going to send her the money for the medical exam because it's like 4 billion trillion quadzillion pesos. It's like 4 billion pesos. So what? 800 bucks, whatever it is. That's, so it's 2 million pesos for her. And we're bringing her son also. I didn't tell you guys that, did I? But he wanted to stay out of the limelight. But now I'm telling you, I'm bringing her son over here. He's 17 years old. He's a good kid. I got lots of work waiting for him in the yard. Okay, I got lots of work waiting for my new stepson. And in Tasha's world, what will happen if you don't have a joint sponsor? Will they turn you down at the interview? If you don't have a joint sponsor, okay, and you don't make enough money, they will turn you down at the interview. Gotta have a joint sponsor. If you don't make enough money, you gotta have a joint sponsor, and you gotta bring. They could put the visa on hold. They may be very nice. They could be a nice immigration officer and say, look, you need a joint sponsor, and they'll give you a chance to get a joint sponsor. They might do that. Joe te lo cuento. Hi, Diego. Did you schedule your appointment? Can't wait to hear your good news. Joe te lo cuento. Hoy, yo presto Karina appointment. Sí, hoy. Muy temprano. Tú en dormir, tú relajas en tu cama. Yo aquí en oficina, yo trabajo. Boom. I paid the visa fee. I scheduled the biometrics interview, and I scheduled the visa interview for November 16th. Okay? Wasn't hard. It's easy. But you got to know what you're doing. It's not explained very well. Okay? It's not explained very well. So you got to decipher the mystery. And once you decipher the mystery, guess what? It's easy. Then I printed the confirmation pages of the DS-160s. I did that yesterday. Then I printed the MERV receipt showing I paid for these visas. Then I looked on my phone in my bank and it says, you just got hit with the $530 visa fee. Oh, that was music to my ears. Oh, that's evidence that I paid it. And they accepted the money. So the money's good. So we're done. So guess what? Guess what? What did I promise you? What did I tell you guys I was going to do once I scheduled the visa interview? Sharon Pasekian, thank you. Whoa. My lucky Colombian hat, and Sharon sends me a super chat. A salute to Sharon. Mountain Dew salute. Now, and yo te lo cuento, que chévere, me alegra mucho por ustedes. Thank you. Now, ustedes es muy formal. Yo es Diego, okay? Yo es tú, no ustedes. Es muy formal. Yo necesito formal conmigo, okay? Tu amigos. Yo tu amigo. Marlet Chunker is FK1 FDP a welcome letter. Yeah, no, say yes and no. The K1 FTP is an email saying that your visa is on a plane going to the embassy. Okay? Ashland's World. You need to get a joint sponsor right today. I know it's Sunday. Find a joint sponsor. If there's not enough money, you got to get one. Get it going. The immigration officer more than likely will put it on hold. Okay? They might approve it. The immigration officer might approve it and tell you to get a joint sponsor when you get to America when you process the green card. You might get lucky there. But I recommend you get a joint sponsor and FedEx that I-134, the 1040, the 1099, the transcripts and the pay stub. Get all that stuff on a plane like tomorrow. And salute to Sharon. Thanks for the super chat. So guess what? I said as soon as I scheduled the visa interview, what was I going to do? Well, as soon as I scheduled the visa interview, and I called Karina, I said, "Hey, you better get your Karina shoes on." I purchased the plane ticket. Okay, one way because I don't know when we're coming back. It's going to be, after the visa interview, but we got to take care of stuff at the apartment. So I purchased a one-way ticket to Bogota for October 31st, which is Halloween. Okay, so I'm going to leave Pensacola on October 31st, fly to Bogota, get to Bogota like late at night. Karina's going to meet me at the airport. Then we'll go back to our apartment and we're going to start moving. We're going to start giving stuff away. Okay, so that's how far we're at. That's where I'm at. And I ran the numbers, and from my NOA one till the visa interview was 577 days, which is 19.2 months. Holy macaroni, that's almost 20 months. No wonder Karina was getting upset and frustrated. But she wasn't getting upset. She's a very calm and patient person, but she was getting a little frustrated. Uh, Angel Tate, if Karina's son was 18, would that have affected the process? Not at all. 20 is the cutoff. And if a child is going to turn 21, then immigration will hurry up, quit, and do an expedite. 21 is the cutoff for children on a K2. So I filed the K2 for her son. Okay, he's a private person. He stays in his room. He's your typical teenager, and he only comes out to eat and wash the dishes. And he didn't even wash the dishes till I told him to stop washing the dishes, or I'm going to be not happy camper. So he's a good kid, and he is excited to be coming to America. Okay, 21 is the cutoff for K2. Okay, 18, if you turned 18, it's no big deal. Now, 20 years ago, 30, 40 years ago, 18 was the cutoff, but now it's changed to 21. Marlet Tucker, anybody here from Ethiopia? Carlos Zambrana got approved in Bolivia last Thursday. Good, I remember. Questions from the visa officer, consul. Do you know where fiance works? Hobbies. How did you meet? When was the last time you saw him? How often do you talk? So easy, 30 minutes in and out. So it's like an In-N-Out burger in California. Boom, in and out. There's your visa. Have a great day. Right? Now that's interesting. They ask what hobbies. See, my hobbies are, basically video editing now, right? I'm making videos for you guys, and I video edit. I got to edit the videos. I got to do all this work, which is no problem. So that's a hobby. I love astronomy. Okay, I used to have a telescope, but I gave it away to the school, the local high school, and I'm gonna get a new one when Crane gets here. But I just gave that one away. Let me see what other questions did they ask you. Do you know where your fiance works? Well, I'm a real estate agent. I work for a broker. Uh, Hobbies. How did you meet? We met online first, and then we met in person in Bogota. When was the last time you saw him? Well, Karina's going to see me on October 31st. What? 2 weeks from now. She's going to see me, well, he's right here. How often do you talk? Every single day. Every day. Todo día. Todo día. Noche, en el temprano, en la mañana. No, ayer, hoy, mucho habla. Uh, Let me see. So, Angel, if Karina's son was 18, would it have affected your process? No, not at all. No. It would have no bearing on it at all. Hamid, like my friend Diego, you know what's going on with my fiance? Yeah, I posted on. I gave you my response, Hamid. She went back to Morocco. She's only here what, 3 weeks? The same thing happened to me. What you went through, you spent all this time, energy, and money getting her here. You got her the K1 visa, and she didn't like America. Well, you know what? Put her on a plane and send her back to Morocco. Okay? Praise God you did not get married. You would have went through a nightmare like I went through. Remember, I brought my K1 over here, and we got married. And then she said she didn't like it after we got married. And I said, oh, well, I said, well, that put me in a real difficult position, legally. I said, what do you want to do? I want to go home. I said, okay. I couldn't get a divorce set up. I couldn't get one. It was the court was so busy, and she wanted to leave like the next day. I'm like, dang. So I took her back home. I accompanied her home to make sure she got home safely to her family. Took her to her house. Okay. Then I stayed in a hotel, and then I flew back here. Took me 2 days. We were still married. And then she turns around and she says, "Oh, I made a mistake. I want to come back." I said, "You just threw it away. You just blew you've destroyed everything. I can't just put you on a plane and fly you back. You don't have an advance parole document. Nothing. I gotta have to apply from the very beginning all over again to apply for your IR1 visa. See, it would have been an IR1 by the time we got it. It was a CR1 when I commenced the process." She says, "Okay, so guess what? I applied like an idiot, paid all the money for the visa fees, and then after a year and a half, got her approved with the help of my friend in DC, who made a real harsh phone call to immigration. And then she said, 'No, I changed my mind. I want to live in. I don't want to come to America.'" I said, "You know what? Let me explain something to you, Hamid. Don't worry about it. Block her on Facebook. Don't communicate with her. Zero communication. Nothing. Instagram, Facebook. No more emails, no more communication. Boom. You're going to be hurting for a while. But if you communicate with her, you're going to be hurting even more. If you stay in touch with her, you're going to feel that pain, my friend. So you must right now block her everywhere and do not communicate with her again. You're still single, my friend. Wait, you're going to have to wait 2 years, unfortunately. But if you can do a second K1 visa, you can do a second one. This time, do like what I did. The first one for me didn't work out. And well, she was like, couldn't make a decision. That ain't going to happen again. So this time, I actually went and lived in Colombia with my beautiful Karina. I lived with her for a year and a half, for 5 weeks, for 5 months, for 11 months. I had to make sure she was good with coming here, and I had to make sure that I was good, and I knew that her head was together, and she was a decisive person, and she knew what she wanted. She wanted me. Okay. So my advice to you is don't is to make sure you spend a ton of time with your beneficiary. If you do this K1 a second time, and also keep the NOA1 and the NOA2 paperwork. Keep that paperwork because you're going to need it when you do the second K1 visa. You're going to need it. Okay. Make the life of the immigration officer easy. So when you apply for your second one, you can include the NOA1 and the NOA2 from the first one and write a letter of what happened. Keep the plane tickets. Sharon Pasekian, is it necessary to have a transcript? I would get one. I went on my account and they asked me to ID myself, but it took me in circles like 4 times, so I gave up. Get the transcript. Dial that number I gave you. It's easy to get. It's easy to get. Marlet Tucker got the K1 FDP in ready status, but no invoice number. Don't worry about it. I didn't need the invoice number. When I scheduled Karina's visa interview, all they asked for me, the only thing they asked from me was the case number and the DS-160 number. So when you file the DS-160, they're going to give you a number on the confirmation page. You're going to need that number, and you're going to need the case number. Mr. Roddy 14, hello Diego. I'm glad I caught you from the K1. Caught you from the K1 FTP letters 2 to 6 weeks until ready. Start. Yeah, that's about right. You're right, Mr. Roddy 14. You got it. You know what's going on. Buenas, buenas tardes, Diego. Voci e muito diga. What is that? Is that French? Tardy Spanish. Voci is French. S. Juarez. Whoa, congratulations. Thank you, S. Juarez. What a nightmare, right? But it's about over. Carlos Zambrana is talking to Angel. Cashman's World is talking to Angel. Cashman's World, Diego. if my cousin, she said her fiance makes 60,000 a year and they have 4 children in total. For the embassy, yeah, even for the green card, there's no problem there. I think it's like $56,000 for 55, 54, 55 grand right in there. You're good. Mr. Rody 14, look at you. Look at this super chat. There we go. That's salute for the Mountain Dew. National Road, your cousin's good. Hamid, we didn't get married. We plan to get married next week. I'm glad I didn't. But is her visa still good if she wants to get back to the USA? No, Hamid, her visa is done. She is in the termination mode. Did you watch the movie Terminator? I'll be back. Well, she ain't coming back unless you file for another K1 visa and wait another year and a half. Hamid, Hamid, thank you for that super chat, my friend. But listen up, Hamid. You say she is Jim S. Diego did his homework. I did my homework. I'm the doctor of homework. Hamid, my friend, she is always in my mind. No, I don't know what to do. Flush her, man. Block her. You got to block her, man. Whenever I go, I just think about her. I'm really sad. It's going to suck for a couple of months, but listen to me. Here's what you got to do. You got to block her everywhere. No Facebook, no Instagram, no emails, no phone calls. Zero, 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 zero. Nothing. In 3 or 4 months from now, you'll be good. Your head will be clear. Right now, your head is not clear. Okay, you love this lady. I don't blame you. Okay, but you gotta not communicate with her. You gotta let her go. She can't come back. If you wanted to come back here, you want to go through another year and a half of K1 stress and visa fees and NOA ones and NOA twos and interviews and all this other stuff. You want to go through that again? Right? Do you want to do that again? No, you don't. You want to do that with somebody that actually gives a care about you, who loves you. She don't love you. If she loved you, the location is not important. If she loved you, it doesn't matter if she's in Alaska, Hawaii, California, Florida, Texas. It's irrelevant, man. She don't love you. She just coming here for the green card. And when she got here, she saw that she didn't like America, and so she said, "Oh, I'm done. Hey, thanks for the opportunity. See ya. I'm out of here." You got my drift, Hamid? Listen to me, my friend. I'm helping you. I'm helping you. Listen to me. I'm not going to take you down the wrong path. You must block her everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, no emails, no phone calls, no WhatsApp. You no longer exist. You must not, well, you do. You exist, excuse me. She no longer exists. If you continue to communicate with her, she's going to wrap you around her finger and she's going to want to bring you back here. She's going to want you to bring her back here. I've been through it. I went through that exact same thing. I was sending her money every month for a year and a half. And when I got to the visa part and I got her approved, I don't want to come. I don't want to come. You don't send her a penny. You don't send her any money. You don't communicate with her. Hamid, listen to me. Thank you for that super chat. I'm going to earn that money from you right now by telling you, do what I tell you to do. And you, in 3 months from now, you're going to say, thank you, Diego. Jen S. Brazil. Mr. Rody, again, thanks for the super chat. And Hamid, thanks for the super chat. Hamid, listen to me. You will not communicate with her anymore after right today. She's in your head. Get her out of your head. How do you do that? By not communicating. If you send her a message, hey, honey, how are you? Oh, I'm good. Can you send me some money? Don't do it. Hi, Diego. I'm happy for you, Karina. Congratulations for your interview. Continue waiting, waiting, and waiting. Guatemala is a beautiful country. I've been to Guatemala. Yes. Hey, Diego, I'm making plans for my show on. Okay. Flying out to the USA on my ESTA, but staying for 85 days. Keep a record of your 85 days in Arizona. On the 80th day, I will marry, but what do I need to give Border Patrol at Phoenix Airport? What pay for it? Nothing. Your passport? Just your passport. GS. Just give me your British passport and say, "Here's my British passport. I'm flying back to England. Did you have a good vacation?" "I had a great vacation. Missed the fish and chips and the Jaffa cakes, but I'm going home." And that's the end of it. GS, congratulations. We're here for you. You have 2 families right here for you. JS, I make 105,000. I think that'll be enough income. Well, I think so. And can I just bring my tax returns and not the transcript? Depends on the embassy. What if the embassy says, "I want to see the transcript and the tax return"? You don't know. What if the embassy says, "I just want to see the transcript"? What if the embassy says, "I just want to see the tax return"? How do you cover that? How do you cover that base? You cover that base by bringing both the transcript and the tax and the 1040 and the W-2. And then I got to bring 1099 and the pay stub, 6 months pay stub, 12 months bank statements. I got my bag packed with all that stuff in my maleta. Get both. It's not hard to get a tax transcript. It's easy. Marlet Tucker, can you please tell me the step if I don't need invoice ID to schedule a visa in Ethiopia? They're going to send you a letter. The embassy in Ethiopia, the U.S. embassy is going to send you a letter, like I got a letter from Colombia, with the directions. It's you just got to pay attention to the directions. It gets a little confusing, but you unconfuse it. You got to I'll help you unconfuse it. But wait, when you get that letter, tell me when you get that letter from the embassy, the packet 3 and packet 4. Damn it. Thanks, brother. I will try. No, you will do. Damn it. You will do. I can't sleep, can't eat. I'm in a really bad mood. I've been there. I've done that. I've been in your shoes, man. I was there in your shoes. 6 months. I'm like, I'm not gonna be a victim. I said, "No way. I can't let this go. I can't continue to be a victim. I'm not gonna let her do that." Boom. Soon as I maintained contact because I had to because I was going through a divorce. I had to maintain contact just a little bit. I said, "Hey, I kept it nice. How are you? How's everything? How's your day? How's Colombia or whatever? How's everybody? How's your family?" Um, and then behind the scenes, I was getting my attorney getting the divorce papers ready to serve her. But she got a bad temper. Okay, I know her personality. She has a bad temper. If things don't go her way, then she has a hissy fit. Narcissistic. Okay, so I handled it. Damn it, listen to me. Let her go, man. Yes, damn it. I'm 53. Diego's older. Yeah, I'm what? Listen to older advice. Your Hanson and the fiance is rinsing you. GS is right. Listen to me, man. Listen to GS. Damn it. Damn it. I went through that crap that you are going through right now in 2016. Okay? 2 years dating. Florida here. I made probably 10 trips to Colombia. 10 trips. I thought everything was good. I only stayed for a week or 5 days at a time. Okay? But this time I wasn't gonna screw myself up. Christopher, not sure if you already addressed my concern. Christopher, you sent me like a whole page of your concern about USCIS processing times. They're irrelevant. Don't look at it. The only thing you gotta worry about is your NOA 1, your NOA 2, your ready status, okay, and the packet 3, packet 4. Hammond, thank you for your support. Love you all. Hammond, listen to me, man. Listen to me. You don't contact her anymore. You didn't get married. You didn't have you got no legal ties to her. She did you a massive favor. She used you for a green card, dude. She didn't like America. She checked out the barrio and said, "I don't like it here. Okay, I want to go home." She couldn't care less about you. You gotta block her. Carlos Zambrana. Man, look at that super chat, my brother. Approved, but we still watch and like your videos. Well, we're glad, Carlos, that you got approved. That's the main thing, right? So algorithm, what is that word? Algorithm makes your channel reach everyone who needs it. You were right at every step. I've been through this, man. I was right at every step. Would appreciate a success video. Thanks for everything. I'll do that. I'll make a video about our process from A to Z. Okay. Wait until I get to Bogota so I can make some B-roll, make some videos in Colombia with Karina, packing the apartment, packing her bag. You know, I'll make a video getting on the bus to the airport or getting on the bus to the embassy. We're going to ride the bus because the traffic system is. Lady Gomez, I received a letter to my fiance. Says the case was received at the CNB. You mean NBC has been sent to the embassy. My question is, what happened next? You wait for the embassy to send you a written status. Packet 3, packet 4. Takes 4 to 6 weeks, maybe longer. Big super chat for you guys. Like the gentleman said yesterday, I'll be swimming in Mountain Dew, and it's going to be. I appreciate the Mountain Dew money there, guys. Francois Livingston, you missed my question. It was above my comment. I'm sorry there, Francois Livingston. Let me see if I can find that. Okay. You retracted a message, and then JS in Bogota. That's where I scheduled the visa interview for Serena in Bogota. And I'm paging up so I can find the question here. I don't want to miss anybody. Francois, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Diego and Karina. Francois, buongiorno. That's Italian. What's French? What's French for good morning? Bonsoir. I can't remember. This is a surprise live chat for the bank statements to give an interview. Did you say once it's okay to get bank statements of every deposit that went in the bank? Did you say once it's okay? What you do is you want to highlight the bank deposits. Okay. Every time I got my bank statement, I highlighted my deposits. Not everything else is irrelevant. Immigration just want to see where the money's going in the bank. So I highlighted my Navy retirement. Boom, there's the deposit. And then my day job. Boom, I highlighted the deposit. I get paid like um, on the end of the month and the middle of the month. So I got a highlight. I just highlighted the deposit. That was what I did. BYE, hi Diego, I'm happy for you and Karina. Congratulations for your interview. Ooh. Yeah, it was a bit of a I wasn't stressed out. Immigration never gets me, but I was a little confused because I created the account in the embassy website and I used Karina's email address. I didn't have the password to her email account. I'm like, oh man, that means I can't get in there and do what I'm supposed to do. So I'm thinking I got to jump on a plane and fly to Colombia like today so I can schedule the interview. So I went, hold on a second, there's got to be a solution. So I emailed Karina and said, don't touch that email that the embassy sent you. Just delete it. If you accept that, I'm toast. I got to fly to Colombia right now. So she deleted the email from the embassy, and I created a brand new email address because I had to. Then I used that to set up a new account so I could process it for a visa interview. So that was a little hairy right there. I was a little hairy. It was a bit of a hairy moment, but I figured it out. And Karina listens to me. When I say not to do something, she said, okay. She knows what I'm doing is, I know how to, I'm doing this the right way. Okay. Let me see. JS, I make them, hold on. GS. Yes, you don't give any paperwork. Once you get done with your marriage, get on a plane, fly back to England. Okay. And just go through immigration and show your passport and have them do it stamp or whatever. And then do like this. Patricia Collison, T. Collison. Hi, Diego. Hey, Patricia. What's going on? Why that topic? Can you please tell me the step if I don't need an invoice? If you don't have an invoice, when you get the packet 3 and packet 4, you're going to click on a website for the embassy in Ethiopia. It's like travel blocks or something like that. And when you submit the DS-160, when you go to schedule the visa interview, they're going to ask you for the case number, which for me was like BGT, whatever the number was, because BGT was the top. right? BGT Bogota. I put in the case number, and it asked me for the invoice, not the invoice number. It asked me for the DS-160 number. So there was like an alphabet, it was like AA00CJK, whatever. I put that in there, and boom, it accepted it. I'm like, hey, I did it right. And then it took me to pay for the visa. So I whipped my credit card out, paid for the visa. Boom, that worked. I'm like, man, what a day. It's a good Sunday so far. And then it said schedule the interview. And it was totally different from when I did it back in 2016. I'm looking at this website going, where do I do this? This doesn't look right. I can't find a visa. I can't find a slot. I can't find a day. But there was these little squares that were like a different color on the calendar. I'm like, okay, Diego, let me use my spark intuition here. Let me click on one of those days and see if that's an open slot. And I clicked on it, and boom, it was an open slot. Oh, okay, I took it. November 16th, I took it. And it said your visa interview scheduled for this day. I'm like, man, I'm done. What a miracle. I mean, I couldn't believe it because it was different in 2016. It was a whole new process. In 2016, there was no uploading documents. There was none of this stuff. You put everything in a packet, in an envelope, or in a binder. You send it to the NBC. Excuse me, you send it to the service center. The lock box the service center, the NBC, the embassy. There was none of this computer stuff. Nothing. I just got an email from the embassy that, okay, your visa is scheduled for this day. Show up, pay at the bank in Bogota. It's a whole new ball game right now. It's highly technical. But I'm a highly technical person, and you also have to relax. If you encounter a problem, don't panic. Solve the problem. Figure it out. Hamid, Hamid. I know you're in a bad mood, but let me explain something to you. I've been there, man. And there's only one way out of it. There's only one thing that you gotta listen to me. Do not communicate with her anymore. None. Zero. In 4 weeks from now, you're going to be feeling some pain, and right now you're feeling a lot of pain. Life really sucks for you right now. I know how you feel, okay? She used you for a green card. You just dodged a bullet you would not believe, okay? You just dodged a massive bullet. If you had got married, you would have been stuck in all kinds of legal issues. I'm serious. I've been there too. Okay, I had to find an attorney. I had to file divorce during COVID. I had to wait for a judge to get freed up during COVID. I'm trying to get rid of this uh, person. I mean, not literally, but legally. You missed a big bullet, Hammond. How many people are on the planet? How many people are on the planet? Millions, right? One of them tried to screw you financially. Seriously, flush it, block it, move on, and stick with me on this channel. I'm going to help you. Right? Come on the channel. I'm going to help you do it. You better get some sleep. You better go eat. Right? Do not let immigration get into your head. And do not let this woman get into your head. Or man, whichever the case may be, if it was a woman who got in the opposite position. All right? Christopher Olivero, Diego, just logged on, no problem. And then yes, listen, yes, Hamid, listen to yes, okay? And Hannah says, we wish you and Karina all the best. Karina, just think about this. I would never have met Karina if I hadn't gone through this Day-One visa process in 2016. Okay? I know Bogota like the back of my hand. I know Colombia like the back of my hand. You can drop me off anywhere in Colombia, and I can find my way out of that city. Okay? I learned how to do a K-1 visa. I learned how to do a spousal visa. I was put through the ringer. And all this information is in my head. It won't go away. It's like when I was in the military, all the information I learned in the military won't go away. I just can't share it with you guys. But it won't go away. Just like what happened to me in 2016 That flushed. That went in the septic tank. Okay, and gone. You got to do the same thing, Hamid. I'm telling you right now. Do not communicate with her. Today is the last day of communication with her. You got to listen to me. Christopher, go ahead and post some of your questions. But the thing is this, Christopher Oliveira, you got to quit paying attention to USCIS processing time. It's irrelevant. They're not accurate. Yes, your English accent. Thank you. You're very welcome. There's lots of to do. But yes, you need to eat some fish and chips for me, okay? Toodaloo. Ashley's World. Okay, I will tell her that. She's good. She's good. And then JS, Embassy in Bogota. What do you mean by Embassy in Bogota? That's where I just scheduled Karina's visa interview at the Embassy in Bogota. There were two slots open. Two. I got one of them. And I got the one that was the furthest out. So I got time to do the medical exam with her. On October 31st, I'm flying to Colombia. Okay, then I fly from here to Miami, then from Miami to Bogota, Korea, meets me at the airport, then we're going to go back to our apartment, and the ball's rolling. And let me see. Savvy, me, Diego, you didn't answer me. Did you schedule your interview and fingerprint? Yeah, I scheduled the visa interview this morning early when you guys were sleeping, and I scheduled the biometrics. I did both of those things already, and I paid the visa fee. Okay, I did all that. So that's all done. Now I just got to get my butt to Colombia to help Karina through this with her. I'm not going to have her go through this by herself. There's no way. I'm going to be right there with her. By her side. Let me see. Ashland's World. Thanks, Diego. Jeffrey Taylor. Hey, Diego. Sounds like all is going good. Going great. Always. Every day is a great day. My K1 has a K2. Will be 21 on 6 months. Once approved for a visa before the K2 birthday, can the K2 enter the USA after the 21st birthday? No. When your K2 turns 21, that K2 is no longer qualified for the K2 visa. You're going to have to file a family member visa, I-130, which could take another year. So what you need to do is you need to notify immigration and see if you can expedite your case. Hold on. Let me read what you just said again. Hi, Diego. Sounds like all is going great. My K1 has a K2, will be 21 in 6 months. So it's October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Birthday in April. 21 in April, right? Once approved for the visa before the K2 birthday and the K2 enter. Okay. The only way the K2 can enter the United States on a K2 visa if that person is 20 years of age or younger. If a person turns 21, the K2 visa is no longer good, and the child cannot travel on it. Okay, you need to expedite your case. You need to. This is a legitimate reason to expedite your case with immigration, and immigration will respond to you quickly. Okay, but you got to do it like today. Okay, you got to send an expedite request and explain everything. Tell them you got to get everything done before the kid turns 21, or else you're going to be leaving that child behind. Savvy me, Diego, you didn't answer me. I hope I answered you, Savvy. Let me go down there. Carlos, again, thank you for that super chat. Nagli Gomez. I received a letter to my fiance certification sheet at the NBC, and it's been sent to me because they order order. Yeah, just gotta wait now. 6 weeks, 8 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. It all depends on how busy they are. Now, Ciudad Juarez is right there on the border with Texas. So they're pretty busy. People out at the airport tomorrow for phone. Oh, sorry, PP. For plane lands at 6:20 p.m. It's been a long road. Hang in there, everyone. Good on your stomach. It's a long road, PP. And you did great. You did good. You got through it. And you kept me in Mountain Dew. Let's give a salute to Pete Big because he's been in Mountain Dew money forever. Good job, Pete. Now, Pete, you live in Minnesota, right? I got these hot chips here. These are hot fries. I was on vacation in England in 1996, and I saw this packet of hot fries with an old man on it, Al Cap or whatever his name is. I bought them. It was like a pound or whatever, pound 50 pence. And I've been hooked on these hot fries since 1996. Right here. They burn your mouth. Okay, Francois, I hope I got your question answered, okay? Uh, Francois Livingston, happy for you and me? Yeah, absolutely. Orlando Lopez gives me thumbs up. Yes, Diego, take your microphone. It has interference. It's because I'm yelling. I'm yelling at Hammond. I'm screaming at him. I'm trying to get through to his head that he's got to dump that lady and forget about it because she ain't coming back here unless he wants to move to Morocco. Which I don't think so, right? Nothing wrong with Morocco. It's a beautiful country, but he lives here. She lives there. She left, and she ain't coming back. Her K1 visa's done, man. Damn it. Her K1 visa is toast. It's gone. You did it one time. You entered the United States one time. That's why it's called a non-immigrant visa. It's actually an immigrant visa once you get to the USA, but it's a non-immigrant visa. You can only use it one time. You get off the plane in the United States. When Karina gets off the plane in Miami, and I get my new hug because she made it to America with me, and our cat Tokyo and her son, who's going to start a brand new life. I'm putting him in the military. He wants to join the Air Force. He wants to join the U.S. Air Force. So we're taking, so he gets his green card. We're going to the recruiting office in town, and I'm signing him up. He wants to go in the military and serve this country. That's where his loyalty is. Okay? He's a Venezuelan kid that survived a horrendous life, a very, very difficult life. Okay? And that's all going to change very soon. Let's see. GS is congratulating. And Patricia, keep listen. Hi, Diego. I can't hear you clearly. I'll stop yelling. I'll just talk normally. That's because I'm screaming at Hammond. I'm trying to get him I'm trying to knock some sense into his head there. Marlet Tucker, I will let you know, Diego, thank you so much for all the help and support. You got it. I'm here for you. I got my lucky Colombian head. Francois, something is up with your microphone. It sounds like you are. Well, maybe it's global, maybe it's climate change, and the Gulf of Mexico has risen up over my house, and I'm under the water, and now I sound like a dolphin. Thanks for the info, guys, on the microphone. I'm screaming at Hammond. That's why I'm trying to get him to. I'm trying to get him to wake up. Furious friend, no Diego on visa journey. Someone has to say no 18 day and then so she got interview date and I don't. Everybody's visa is different. Furious friend. It took me 577 days of waiting and waiting to get to this point. 19.2 months. Lots of people that take visas in Colombia were getting their visas done in 16 and 17 months. I'm at 19.2. But I didn't worry about it. My visa is different from everybody else. Doesn't matter the country. I've been through this K1 visa process before. Okay? Been there, done that. I knew it was going to take a long time. Karina knew it was going to take a long time. I explained to Karina about what happened to my first K1 visa. She knew all about it. No secrets. So if the immigration officer asked her, did you know, by the way, that the sponsor was married before to a foreign national from Colombia? And say, yeah, I know who she is. I know where she lives. I know what her name is. And praise the Lord that they are no longer together. Thank you. Thank you. I got nothing personal against anybody, including that first K1 visa that didn't work out. I got nothing. I got no animosity towards anybody. Okay, didn't work out. You cannot be a victim. Hamid, you cannot be a victim. It says I'm losing viewers. Yeah, it says I'm losing viewers because of my microphone. Can you hear me, guys? I'm doing a mic check. Francois Livingston, bonjour in French. I think you said once to ask the bank for a printout of every deposit that went into the bank. My microphone is off. Can you hear me, guys, or no? You got to get a copy of every single bank deposit. Let's see. Yes, Diego, you're losing. Get your mic rebooted. Can you hear me? I got 11 people watching. Your mic has static or feedback. Maybe it's too close to the speaker. Maybe it's because it's too close to the speaker. I don't know. Let me just terminate the live stream, guys. I've been talking for an hour anyway, and I'll be back tomorrow. Okay? I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll figure out this microphone problem. It's probably because it's real close to that speaker right there. Arsenal forever, Diego, Diego, Diego. Hello again. I have the case number. CX status says ready, but I have not received anything from the embassy. Can I go ahead and start filing the DS-160? Okay. Only when you get the packet 3 and the packet 4 from the embassy telling you to do that. It gives you directions. Yes, thank you, Diego. Can you hear me, guys? This sounds like a stupid question, right? The last 20 minutes was indecipherable. Well, that sucks. So I'll talk for another 20 minutes as long as you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? About 13 people. Don't also forever. Don't do anything until you're in the right? Wait till you get the packet 3 before that. Okay, so is it still static, guys? I'm just gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead. If I move the microphone, I can hear you. Jeffrey Taylor says that you have some snap crackle and pop. Those pieces of diminishing. If you put this to the speaker, let me switch that off. See if that fixes it. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. I'm gonna switch the microphone. Paris assigned my San Diego, my NOA2 was September 25th, 2023. When do you think I'll hear from immigration? Probably from the NBC. The NOA2 was September, so 3 months, 60 days to 120 days. It took me 119 days to get the NBC case ready, case out. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. Furious man. She told me she contacted the state senator, and I just did that yesterday. The soonest thing she told me they have is December. The state senator told him visa days. But anyone sooner, what is one chance of? Then it's up to you to do it yourself and keep looking. But it's probably not going to happen. Jeffrey Taylor, a pleasure, Diego. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Jeffrey, and everybody. And I got to fix this microphone problem. I'm going to take care of it right now. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Thanks for the super chats. I apologize for the bad audio.